Alright, how we doing everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This Dad's Platinum Journey here. We are back again with Final Fantasy X with more of our playthrough today. Apologies for being a little bit late on terms of setup here today. We've had some audio issues. I've had to revert back to a bit of a rough and ready setup. It's not great with my internet at the moment as well, so if it suddenly cuts off, I apologise for not closing off, but we'll see how far we get, and basically if it stops, that's just kind of as far as we're going to go today. Hey, how you doing, my man? How you doing, Josh? Yeah, thanks a lot for popping in. I'm so sorry for being late. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting anybody to jump into the stream today. I've just thought, oh, I'll just pop on and just play a bit and get myself through this. I'm having a bit of a nightmare in terms of my setup. My capture card is picking up zero audio from the game. Obviously it can pick up my microphone. The audio is probably going to be all over the place, so I have no idea how this is sounding for you guys. I know last time the game volume's quite loud over my microphone, so I mean, let me know. The only thing I can adjust is my microphone. Yeah, I don't know, like they it works great one day, and then on the next it doesn't. I don't know, but I don't know, man. Like, it's just if you're there, Josh, I haven't posted anything like in the Discord for a little bit. You could always just let the Discord know that I'm live now. That would be really helpful if you if you're available, just to kind of just pop a message in there if anybody does want to jump in and that.
I wonder what smells
I saw
so
Panda in the
nice.
chat as well. Thanks a lot for jumping in. I'm going to load up my my phone for YouTube so I can check out the chat a little bit more in case I miss anything. So let me just load that up quickly just so I can see what's going on. Ba-ba-ba-bam. There we go. Awesome. I'm going to pop that here just so I can see what's going on. So we're in Guadalajara. This is where we're at. We were off last week. We didn't get to stream last week, so apologies for that. I had to be dad for the evening. I couldn't be gamer. I had to be dad. My daughter very much needed me. So, but we're back this week.
Lord Seymour.
Oh my goodness, 5 of us watching. Thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like onto the video as well. Like, that really helps the stream kind of get out there. Maybe more people will want to come and join us. So let's have a little bit of a browse round. I forget who I've got to talk to. I think Auron progresses the story here,
Stay
which he
on your
does.
guard.
Why?
Fantastic.
This guy's just a priest, right?
Yeah, if the stream
with
suddenly
power
oh,
use
thank you,
that
my man.
power.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate
Ministers
that.
have power.
Yeah, I know some of the
Wait.
people on the Discord kind of like to
You
pop
sure
in
you
and
don't
say
have
hi,
something
so it's
against Yevon?
I hadn't had a chance to say that I was actually live.
I lived
So I
a long
appreciate
time
that.
in Xanarchy.
Yeah, you know when you're kind of getting all flustered
Ah.
and you're panicking because it's everything else is working apart from one thing, and it's quite important because you need to kind of hear what the game's doing. But I can't actually hear anything apart from very much minor audio on my TV, which I'm hoping won't pick up too much in the microphone. Because yeah, again, for some reason, like, I plug in headphones and then the audio doesn't work properly. Oh, it's just a
I get
nightmare.
the feeling he called us.
There we go. He's got some interesting bits to chat. Oh, that's
There's
it.
no
Lulu
temple
progresses
here
the
in
story here.
Guadasalam, see? Summoners usually just
Hey,
pass
hey, how you
through
doing,
on their way
Maxine?
elsewhere.
Hey, yes.
What?
Wonderful stuff.
I didn't even
Anybody
ask a
that's
question
watching,
and you're
guys,
explaining
like,
things.
one up. You should definitely
You'd
go
rather I say
and check her
nothing
channel
then?
out. Absolutely incredible.
No,
really
no.
awesome.
Maybe
you
you
should definitely
finally
go
believe
and
I don't
subscribe
know
over
anything
to
about
hers as well.
Spira.
If you
And
are watching
maybe
this one,
that means you
go check
believe
her
me
out.
about
Obviously after this
Xanarkin
video, like,
too?
watch the stream first
Well,
and go check her
There are
out.
many things I do
As
not
well,
know.
everybody, like, don't forget to go and check out my latest video,
Xanarkin is
Spider-Man
one of
Miles
those
Morales. You
things.
can go and have a look at
I
that as well.
suppose I can't say
Hope we're
what
all
I
having a
think
fantastic
either
day.
way.
That's the most important
Still,
thing.
Be
I hope we're all
careful.
good, and I hope you
You
all
shouldn't
did well with the
tell
heat this
other
week.
people.
That was pretty
Yeah, I
bad this
know.
week. Pretty bad. we go. Right. Chat with this one. Maybe Riku progresses the story. No. Oh, no, she does. There we go. There we go. This is the classic sort of setup where the evil villain hasn't really played all his cards yet. Oh, no worries. No worries at all. No worries at all. Of course, one of our... Oh, well, Josh as well. One of our, you know, our great moderators for the Platpad Discord. If you're watching... Don't forget to go over to the Platpad over on Twitter. And if you want to join in on some of our Discord fun, you can go and message us over there. And one of our lovely mods will be able to help you out.
He was truly
By any chance have any tips for dodging 200 lightning bolts? I do. I will do a video on this. There's a spot where you can spawn the lightning to strike, and you basically run between one of the towers, and there's like a little, it's in the lower half of the map. I'll show you where it is. If we get to the final phase, which I'm hoping that we will, I'll show you where it is and where we can manipulate it. So hopefully if we can get there and you're still about, I'll show you. It takes about 10 minutes to do, 15 minutes to do, because you can basically just manipulate the lightning. You just run backwards and forwards.
Must I always endure such
we'll
praise?
see how we go. But I will do a video on it. I've got plans to get some Final Fantasy X content while we're playing this, because I've got capture already done that I'm sort of working on at the moment. So I want to do some bits and pieces for the trophies. So it's a good shout.
Keep this short. Yuna must rush.
I remember on the PS2 I did it legit.
Since I had guests.
Back 20 years
Lady
ago.
Yuna, this way.
I would have done it legit, like running around. I would definitely recommend doing it when you've got no encounters ability as well, because that really helps. Because it can sort of reset the RNG a little bit of the lightning strikes. So if you do it with no encounters, that's incredibly useful, but you might not get that ability until much later in the game, so it's something to kind of pay attention to and just to have a look at like in the future. So it's one of those ones where like I would probably come back once you've got the airship and you'd be able to do that a little bit easier. Plus you've got the whole Quacktar mini game where you go around and do the stones. It's a lot easier to do that when you've got no encounters, so you can kind of like get those done, and that gets you Kimahri's celestial weapon from completing that. But you need the mirror, so you might need you'll be doing it later on in the game.
The great and wondrous Machina city, Zanarkand.
But yeah, God, yeah, I remember that. Remember doing a lot of this stuff on the PS2 when trophies weren't even a thing. You just did it for the sake of doing it, didn't you? Yeah, that's it. Oof. Right. He talks about... It's an interesting scene, that, actually. You know, Seymour talking about Spira, Zanarkand. You know, having a look at, like, you know, the past and everything else.
Lady Yunalesca.
And...
She was the first person to defeat sin.
You know, obviously sort of explain about, you know, Yunalesca and Lord Zayon, because that's what he essentially wants to be.
It was my father who named me.
Lord Braska was entrusting you with a great task. He wanted you to face sin, as Lady Yunalesca did. However, Lady Yunalesca did not save the world alone. To defeat the undefeatable sin.
How's everybody's... We'll talk about a few of the topics that have come up quite recently. We had a whole bunch of games announced on the new PlayStation Plus. So, obviously it's been out now for us in the UK for, what, just over a month? How's everyone getting on with it? And we've got a whole bunch of brand new games on there, including Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, like with all the well, I'll say all the DLC, with the DLC like loaded on there. If you haven't played that game, I definitely recommend like jumping on that and getting in it. Obviously, if you were a member of PlayStation Plus, I think back in, I want to say March, it was earlier on, either this year, last year, you got it like on the Essential tier. I think it was last year. I think it was 2021. You got it anyway from the Essential tier. But if you haven't already, that's a really, really great find. And such a ton of like Assassin's Creed games, which weirdly aren't in the classics. It's weird, like, because the ones that would have been on PS3, they're the PS4 versions, right? They're the remasters. I don't get some of the logic. You have to tell me, because I haven't actually probably had a look. But yeah, I think they're listed under the like the extra tier rather than the premium. You have to let me know, because I haven't actually properly had a look as to where they're located. Because I would have thought there would have been, some of them would have been in the classics, because there would have been PS3 games remastered on PS4. Maybe been put in there, but I don't know. You have to let me know in the chat, guys, if you've been on there yet. But anything you're going to check out? What are you guys looking to play?
Wow, your face is beet red.
You okay?
Here comes the proposal. Well, the proposal's already happened.
He asked me to marry him.
You serious? Hey!
You know what Yuna must do.
Of course. Lady Yuna. No, all summoners are charged with bringing peace to Spira.
It's such a
this means
huge
more
amount of
than
story
just
like going on
defeating
for this bit. You'll have
She
to
must ease the suffering
you
of all
have to
Spira.
apologise, because I'm not really doing
She
any
must
kind of
be a
gaming at the
leader
moment.
for
This is
the
one of those
people.
classic bits where like
I
we're going to get a
proposed
whole
to
bunch of
Lady Yuna
information.
As a maester of
It's
Yevon.
like, I propose
Spira is no playhouse.
As a maester of Yevon.
A moment's diversion may amuse an audience, but it changes nothing.
Even so, the actors must play their parts. There's no need to answer right away. Please, think it over.
We will do so then. We leave.
Lady Yuna, I await your favorable reply.
Right, we've got to get more story stuff out the way. Like, it's quite a Salam section. It's definitely an interesting place like to come
Why
to.
are you
There's
still
lots
here,
of
sir?
lore and story here to kind of go through.
I
Hey,
beg your
hey, how you doing?
We
Platinum
Guadam
Trophy
are keen to
review.
descend of the
Oh,
fatherland.
what's my favourite Final Fantasy? And why is it FF9? Oh, how you doing, Richard? Yeah, there was definitely some technical stuff, so yeah, apologies for late streaming. My favourite Final Fantasy, do you know what? I'm going to go to something that kind of, I think Rob of PlayStation Access kind of goes on about, and it's like, my favourite Final Fantasy kind of changes depending on the day, right? Really and truly, I'd say like my favourite Final Fantasy at the moment, as controversial as it is, like it's 7 Remake. Like that's my favourite game to play. I don't know if it's just, you know, recency bias or anything like that. They say like the first Final Fantasy that you play holds a special place in your heart, which is 7. I like 9. It's in my, I was gonna say it's in my top 5, but I don't know if it is. I've come in here. There's a treasure chest. Get out of my way. Unsubbed. You know what? I finished 9 once when it came out. Was it 2001? 2001? It was 2001, wasn't it? I've come in here as well, by the way, because I just want to quickly go back to Trophy Talk. There would be an Albed Primer inside this like shop somewhere around here. So I'm keeping track as to where they are to make sure that for trophy related reasons you have to collect them all. Yeah, 9. You know what? Like 9 is one of those things. Like if you want to probably have I would say apart from 14. I'd say if you want to have like a real classic Final Fantasy experience, I recommend 9 because it's got such wonderful characters, and it really does. I really like, apart from Amaranth. Amaranth is like the worst one, right? It's just terrible. Alright, but it's a fantastic game. Like it really and truly is. I do hold it very, very high up. It's the problem when you've got Final Fantasies, because they're all so good in their own different ways. I always like wholeheartedly. Oh, I can't go in there yet. I thought I had to go up in here. Do I have to talk to people first? Oh, they're here. There we go. I just went the wrong way.
The High Summoner's daughter.
Yeah.
Seymour,
I'm guessing yours is
leader of
9
the
then,
Guado.
hey? PTR.
Married in the name of
If anybody doesn't know PTR, like,
barriers of
definitely,
grace.
if you're into your trophy
It would give
stuff,
Spira something
another
cheery to talk
fantastic
about
person
for
to
a
go and
change.
check out. He's on my
Sounds just
latest
like a
video,
passing
so if
daydream,
you've sort of
like
looked
Oren
at
says.
Spider-Man Miles Morales,
Come
that's your
on,
guy.
Let's just get on with the pilgrimage.
He's over and he did a little piece
I mean,
like for me
marriage?
for that game. So again, thank you very much for that, my
jealous.
man. And I know
What?
you're away on
No
holiday,
We
I
gotta
believe.
defeat
So
sin.
I'm hoping you're
Romance
relaxing and
can
having a
wait.
good time.
You sure picked a fine
it.
time to lay this one on us.
Again, I'm
Maybe
really
it
humbled
is
that people
a
are
fun time.
checking out the stream today. I really
serious?
appreciate people
If my getting married
coming down
would help
and having a little
Spira,
look.
if
Do
it
don't
would
forget,
make
just
people
do
happy.
pop a like if you can.
If I could do
It's a
that for
really
people,
free, nice way to kind of
maybe I
support the
should do what I
stream
can.
and just give it a
I
thumbs up.
never
It
imagined
really helps like
doing
get it out there.
anything
So
like
if people are
this.
checking out,
But
you know, some
I
Final
won't
Fantasy content
answer
tonight,
till I
they
know
might
what's
find us
right.
and they might come down and join
Seriously?
in some of the chat
You could
today.
always just quit your pilgrimage
So,
and
yeah.
get married.
That's it.
I will. Go on.
So come on, guys.
I'm sure
There's
that
7 of you in
Lord
the chat.
Seymour will
What's
understand.
everyone's favourite Final Fantasy?
I
And apparently,
guess
why is
so.
it 9?
I am a summoner.
Doesn't have to be 9.
I must fight and
Doesn't
defeat
have to be
sin.
9.
Like Braska before you.
That's it.
I had to stop myself from shouting.
Although, you know,
What's there
10.
to think about?
I think 10 holds an
I'm
absolutely
going
special
to the
place
far
in most
plane.
people's hearts.
I'm going to
doesn't it?
see my father.
I mean, you can tell by the popularity
Go
of,
on.
of
We'll be
things
right
like the stream.
behind you.
The Final Fantasy streams.
wondered why
they,
none of the
this
others
series
ever
has been the
asked
most
Yuna,
popular one that I've
"Do
done.
you
I did
love
Ghost of
Seymour?
Tsushima,
Do you
and I
even
did
like him?"
Horizon, and I did something before Ghost of Tsushima as well, I think. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Look, Richard Butler. There we go. Yeah. I am not knocking 9. I'm really not. I just think I just prefer others a little bit more than 9. But I need to go back to. I need to go back to 9 because I got it for the PS4, and I got to second disc. I got to the second disc. I kind of
Question
got like sort of halfway through
About
there.
this far plane.
I got to the Amaranth
When
section.
somebody
and I was
dies,
like, oh,
a summoner
I hate this
sends
dude.
them to the far plane, right?
Like,
So their souls,
just
or
he doesn't do
whatever
anything.
they are,
Like
they go to
he's
the
a
far
rubbish
plane, right?
character.
But
Like he just,
that's the
he's all
far
moody.
plane
He's
we're
all
going to, right? And
Amaranth,
Yuna's old man's there
just
too.
hit things with my stupid
Do
claw.
dead people live there or something?
Like yeah, like the Steiner and Vivi, like they're just brilliant. Freya is awesome. She's such a cool character. Really, really
You
love
thinking
it.
those funny thoughts again, yeah?
Oh, you haven't played for it? You know what? Oh, I tell you what,
You'll see
Maxine.
once we get there.
Absolutely, do give Final Fantasy a go. They're all on PS Plus. So if you've got the extra tier, like they are pretty much like all on there. It kind of depends on what type of game you like, because if you like your sort of action, I would recommend.
Aren't you coming?
Going for 7 remake.
I do not
You got
belong
15.
there.
But the combat system is a little plain.
You're scared.
And it's quite
Searching
it's an
the
open
past to
world.
find
So if
the
you like
future.
open world gameplay with stuff
This
to
is all
do,
that is there.
that's a good way
I
to do
need
it.
none.
And I enjoyed 15.
You'd
I
better
think
be
it's a
going.
really good game.
You're not
But
really
people
going to
sort
see
of
the
found
dead.
the
More
barrenness
like
of
your
the world a
memories of
little
them.
bit too
People think of
yeah,
their
just
relatives,
too empty.
and the Fireflies react
The
to
characters
them.
are great, like
They take
you know,
on the
4
form of
lads
the
in a
dead
car
person.
driving around. It's
An
good
illusion,
bromance
nothing
type
else.
storyline. But for me, I think Final Fantasy VII Remake
fun.
really nails the combat
What?
system
You're
really
not
well.
going either, Riku?
Like it's easy to
I
pick
keep
up
my
at the
memories
start,
inside.
but there's a lot of depth
Memories
to the
are
tactics
nice,
like to
but
it.
that's all they are.
Yeah, you got 15 Pocket Edition, kind of breaks it down into segments. I've not really played the Pocket Edition. Yeah, it's really good. You've got things like World of Final Fantasy as well, which is incredibly similar. So if you like that sort of style, I'd recommend Final Fantasy, World of Final Fantasy, which I want to say it's on. I want to say it's on there. I'm trying to think. You might have to look for it, but I'm pretty sure World of Final Fantasy is on there, and that is like they're like cute little pocket style characters of the Final Fantasy world. Yeah, I know, Richard. You just recently played through FF7R as well. It's really, really awesome.
What?
10 is like, I'd say 10 is a brilliant, like, turn-based. Like, real strategic turn-based combat. And again, really easy to pick up and play, but it's got some good depth to it. And you've got the you've got the roles of the characters as you play through. You can kind of switch your characters, kind of bring them out. Oh, okay. There you go, look. Yeah. I've not played it, but I know the style that it is, and I know that it sort of it did really well, like in terms of like reviews and stuff. And it's kind of an underrated gem, I think, in the Final Fantasy sort of universe. So it's good to go through, definitely. Oh, look at that view! Fantastic. Oh, what's happened here?
The Farplane was
sort of,
cool,
yeah.
but I couldn't stop thinking about
Looked a little
Yuna.
strange for a second.
Her
No, I didn't realise
parents,
that the
they
circus
looked so
thing was
happy
still on
together.
there.
But it got me worried that maybe seeing them would make Yuna really consider Seymour's proposal.
Due to attention span. It is a long game. I mean, it's a classic, Final Fantasy game. It's going to take you like 50 hours
Meant
like,
to
to get
come see
through.
you earlier,
It's just what it is.
Sorry. I know you won't
But yeah,
hold it
you get
against
lots of story in
Gave
this
up the
section of the game.
I'm a guardian from here on, you know.
So you've got like obviously Wakka here is one of our
This
characters.
guy looks a lot like you.
They're in a place
Shut
now
up.
which is kind of like
Traveling with him, I thought
it's not like a graveyard as such.
you were still alive somewhere.
The
yeah?
the fireflies, like the
again,
glowing sort of
here
things
you are on
going
the
around.
Farplane.
They can manifest
Guess your place
images
is
in
here.
your mind that
So,
you think about, and they can bring
you been?
forward people that
Oh,
are close
that
to
guy
you.
I just told you about.
So his brother
I gave him a
died
sword.
like a few years
He
ago,
likes it.
and he obviously like comes here. You think about them, and then it manifests an image. And that's why you can come here and think about people from the dead. For some reason, they talk about like Tidus, like the main character who I'm controlling, looks a lot like his brother. I don't see it. Lulu's got something
He
to talk
is
about
dead,
as well.
and I
You go
am
back to
still alive.
Lulu afterwards
Coming
as well.
here
I
really
think
makes that
she's
clear.
trying
I
to
should
bring up
focus more
someone,
on what I have to do now.
but she doesn't for some reason.
What?
I'm
That's
not
it,
even
because
sure what I'm
they're not
saying.
truly
Don't you
dead.
mean
I
that
think
you
it's
should
somebody
leave
that
Chopper behind?
she.
I'm
she
sure he was a great
guarding
guy, but
before
there'll be
leaving.
others.
And they're not
That's
actually
a
dead.
possibility.
How about Waka?
But we're going to go
What,
to
me?
Yuna in a
With
second,
Waka?
and she's
Yeah, you two
she's
get
there
along
with
great.
her parents.
Getting along isn't
Got her
enough.
mum and her dad
Not
there.
even
She's
close.
checking out.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
it.
You do
But
well
yeah, you've
to
got like
remember
sorry,
that.
just going back to talk about
Knowing
Final
a bit
Fantasy
about
because hey,
women
why not,
might
right?
come in handy
You know, you've got all the
someday.
classics like
Yeah,
on
I'll
the
remember.
system there. So
I
7, 8,
won't
and
be
9.
forgetting either.
You know,
Goodbye, Chapu. You always said
definitely
I
like
look
I'd say
grumpy,
8. 8's the remaster.
But those
So
were
you've
the
got
happiest
touched
days
up
of
character
my life.
models, enemy, enemy models and all that sort of stuff. The backgrounds aren't touched up, but it looks a lot cleaner when you play it. And the same with 9. 9's had a remaster done to it with touched up character models. It looks really
So,
good.
Yuna?
7 still has
I'm
it
excited.
because it was on
oh,
very early
really?
PS1,
That's good.
and originally it was
remember
meant to be like
When
a
I was only 7 years old,
Nintendo
in
64
Bethel that
title.
day,
It's meant to
my
be on
father had
cartridge.
defeated Sin, and the
and
whole
then it was
town
kind
was
of
out in the streets.
meant
Everyone
to.
was laughing. They
what
all
was it?
seemed so happy.
Originally,
If I
then it was going to
defeated
be
Sin, that would make
Sega,
everyone
I
happy,
think, were going to
wouldn't it?
take it, but then they opted to go with PlayStation,
I must do what everyone wants.
which is one of
Not
the best
just
moves
what
I think
I
Square ever made. Was like
Let's go
going
back.
to PlayStation.
You gotta tell
Whether
Seymour.
you're a fan of like the old
Before
like,
that,
Nintendo titles
Call Sir Jet.
or not,
Give it a
taking Final
try.
Fantasy to the PlayStation, like just it
Don't
blew
worry.
up, right?
He won't
You know, Final
come.
Fantasy
Trying
in all
not
its
to think
thing
about my
was
old man
essentially a
made
Japanese
me
only
think
title.
about
I mean,
him,
we've
of
only
course.
got 3 of them
See, I
over
told you.
over in the West.
He isn't here because he's
we
not
got
dead.
1, 4, and
He's
6,
Sin.
but they were known as 1, 2, and
That
3
means
over
he's
here.
alive, you know.
They weren't known as 1,
What
2,
if
and
my
3.
old man really is Sin?
And then all of a sudden
What
we
would
kind
I
of got
say
like
to
Final
Yuna?
Fantasy 7. on the
Heck,
PlayStation.
to everybody in Spirit. Wait,
and because of its
why should
sort
I
of
have to
development
apologize
time
for him anyway?
and
I'd
the,
rather
the
never see him again.
restrictions that it still had,
What makes you hate him
you've
so?
got blocky sprites
Everything
like
he
running
does
around,
just makes me
pre-rendered
mad.
backgrounds.
It was his fault that me and my mother.
It doesn't look as good as the others. It has charm to it, and the story is the
It's
strong
her.
point of Final
She's
Fantasy. Any
very
Final Fantasy
pretty.
game. It's always about the story. So when you play 7, like an original 7,
But
just be aware of that.
Wait.
you're kind of
no one
working
ever
with blocky
performed
sprites.
ascending for her.
Right.
She must have accepted death
He
while
thinks
she
about
was
his
still
mother now.
alive.
So,
Whoa there.
Tidus understands
that's my
that
mother you're
his
talking
mother
about.
is here,
Oh,
but his dad
I'm
is
sorry.
not. His dad
It's okay.
will still be alive.
I think I
Somewhat.
just figured something out.
Oh dear.
What?
Why I hate my old man.
Wonderful stuff.
See, so I told
We've
him
also
what I
got
thought
the
of him right
PlayStation
there.
Stars program, which is going to be launched later on this year.
I suppose.
So I'm just wondering what people's thoughts on gaming and earning more rewards.
sec, dear.
You know, I think it's going to be a fun thing. To be
Whenever
honest
my
with you. I
old
think it's
man
going to be
was
something
around,
really interesting.
my mother wouldn't
They're
even
not
look at me.
NFTs. They're not
Maybe
tradable
that's
or
when I
anything like
started
that.
to
You
resent
can't
him.
sell them or
Even hate
anything.
him.
They're just fun
When
things
he
to be able
left
to
us,
do.
Mom
But I
just
think that's
lost
pretty
her
cool.
energy.
I'm not too sure about like getting the first platinum trophy. I think you should get.
Is she alright?
I think you should have like an actual trophy case.
If she
I think
dies,
that would be
I
really,
don't
really
know
cool.
what to do.
So you can just go and look.
Mom is gonna die.
You can put like
apologize.
maybe your favorite
The old lady
trophies
next door
on a
told me
virtual
When a lovebird
trophy
dies,
case,
the one left behind,
and you can have it,
it just
in
gives
your
up living,
thing,
so it
and
can
you'll be able
join
to
its
have a look
mate.
at it.
It was
Yeah.
just like that.
Exactly. Yes,
I hated
it's
my old
confirmed.
man
No
even
NFTs.
more.
I definitely would. I would love to see that.
But really, my old
You
man.
know, and if they bring
Mommy!
back something like was it
Just a
PlayStation
second.
Home or like the Playroom
Go
or
to him. He'll
something
cry
where
if
it
you
was like
don't.
you had a virtual space, weren't it, where you met up with other gamers. And I reckon like you'll have like a
Oh,
like a
man.
little house there, and you can
That must sound
decorate
so
it with all
stupid.
your
I don't think so.
all your sort of trophies and things like that.
How
It'd be
embarrassing.
really, really cool. Yeah.
Well, need some more
I
time.
know, I know,
No.
I know. It's one of
I'm
those things
ready.
with the.
Did I
I was just
miss
sort of
something?
talking about like the going through like getting the platinum, like the first people to get a platinum, like in an area, in a
Thanks
time
for
zone or
waiting.
whatever.
I'll go give my answer to
It's
Mr.
gonna
Seymour.
favour people that get the game early. Like you always see people on Twitter, oh, I platinumed the game, and it's like it's not even out yet, and it's like, well, I've got an early copy, and I platinumed it. It's like, oh, great. You know, it kind of favours.
He does not belong
You know, if
here.
you, I remember again going back to Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Send
people got
him.
that game like 2 weeks early, like because obviously it was at the start of like lockdown, and like people like they sent the games out early, and people were getting them like
Lord
2 weeks,
Jiskel.
and so people were just
He
playing
is
it.
Lord Jiskel
And I was
no
like,
more.
oh, I've got to
Send
wait
him
until
now.
launch day, like to go to get it downloaded, because I had a digital version. Or if you get like a copy for review, you could platinum the game, you know, really quickly, particularly if it's a quick game. You know, to be able to do it. So yeah, it's one of those things where like, you know,
Talk later.
I get it, like
We
you know,
leave
the first
now.
people to do it, but like, you know, maybe say like the first 100 people like in a time zone or in a country.
What was that just now?
Like, you
That
know,
really Lord
that'd be
Jiskel?
like, you know, that's a pretty cool little thing.
I don't understand how a man
To-
like
to kind
Lord
of, like, to
Jiskel
look
can
at,
die
yeah,
and
I
not
don't
be
know.
sent.
I think
I would think
I want there
he
to be,
was sent once.
from my
But he
standpoint, I
stayed
want there
on
to be
Spira.
collectibles
Something,
that are for everybody.
powerful emotion
Whether you're a casual
could have
gamer
bound him to
and
this
you
world.
like, for me,
Such things happen.
like, and I'm sure
That's
there are
against the
people
rules,
watching. I
isn't
know,
it?
you know, Richard, you're the
It means he
same.
died an
Is-
unclean death.
You're a dad. I can't just sit in game. Like I can't just, you know, chill out on a day off and just sit and play. I've got kids to be with. So I don't think I can go back in here and get the extra scene. Yeah. But I really want there to be something for everyone. I want it to be like stuff for like the gamer dads that are out there, or the gamer parents that can't. Is Lulu here? No. It's just people. I think it's later on you come back and Lulu's there and you get an extra scene with her, which is always really cool. So that's something to come back to, because you get one of Lulu's parts for her weapon there. I think it's the crest. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Right. I think we find out that Seymour has indeed gone. There's an item shop. I don't think anything's in there. I don't think anything's in here either. Sorry if I go off on tangents. No, there's nothing in here. You know, but yeah, exactly. Like, I want there to be stuff that anybody can just go on and grab, and I want there to be some good, you know, challenges for the gamers that can jump on and do gaming. You know, because I wholeheartedly like respect anybody that does like their sort of serious gaming and they're into it, and it's, you know, it's a major thing for them. You know, and there's everybody in between. So I want there to be stuff for everybody to kind of get excited about and kind of like jump on and do.
What?
So it'd be nice to have something.
What do you think about Yuna getting married?
To work with. So we have a conversation with
As
Lulu.
long as the pilgrimage continues, either way's fine.
There we go.
That's it?
Yeah.
What if she doesn't even like the guy? Is that okay?
People marry for many reasons.
Yeah, that's it. No, it's
What's
actually
that
it. One up. That's it, Maxine. Sorry.
Sometimes
I see the channel
doesn't
name.
require love.
That's
you
right,
know?
Maxine.
Defeat sin and bring joy to
Absolutely.
the people of Spira.
But yeah, no,
Get
I'll be
married and
looking
bring
forward to.
joy
I mean,
the people of Spira. For Yuna, they're just
I
two
think
ways
when was the
down
last
the
state of
same
play?
road.
It
All you
was
need
just before Summer
is
Game Fest, right?
determination.
End of May, beginning
If
of
you
June.
have
I think it's
that,
beginning of June.
You don't need love.
We haven't had a state of play for a little while yet.
I
And
don't
I've
know.
been wondering if we're going to get one like in July, maybe
I just
early
don't get
August, for like a summer sort of show, because we're going to get potentially like the September showcase again, right? So I would figure that we would get something soon if there's going to be any updates for any of the games.
We leave as soon as you.
Story. Can't go in.
For a
So
while
I'm
there.
just trying to remember who to talk to trigger the next part. Lulu.
Listen,
there we go.
if
Should
Yuna
have
gets
guessed.
married,
Should have guessed.
then
Sorry, I missed that comment on there,
What?
Richard. Hang on. Be
That
interesting if
again?
they rate the
Yes.
games so some of the
If
easy
she
ones
is to
don't
marry,
earn as
I
much
would
of a
want her
reward
to
as,
marry
say,
for
some
love.
AAA games. Yeah, absolutely.
See?
Absolutely.
If
You
Yuna
know,
said
I
she
think-
wanted to marry the one
I
she
think because
loves,
it's a PlayStation
I would
thing,
have
I
to
think there'll be
object.
probably, this is just me, you know, just
you're
sort of
not making much
speculating, maybe
sense.
just fantasy booking a little
I
bit.
know.
They'll focus on their studio titles mainly. Like, you know, say for example, it comes out, we've got God of War, right? If you finish you just finish the story in God of War, and they'll give you like an avatar or something like that to say that you finished the game. Not the platinum, you just finish the story, and you get like a little avatar or something that sort of says, hey, well done, like you finished the game, here's a trophy, but you can have these avatars to use on your account or anything like that. Or like, you know, you get the platinum and you get like, you know, a special little bobblehead or something like that to go in your, you know, trophy case, or a theme, or you get something that kind of like says, hey, you went a little extra further, you did the platinum, here's something else like for you. Because I think, like, you know, there's a lot of gamers that will get through the story and that's kind of the end of their journey, right? They don't then go on and do, you know, everything else.
Lulu?
I've
So
talked enough
it'd be nice if
about
there's
that.
something smaller sort
What?
of there, you
I'm
get
sorry,
that little
just
bit of a
forget about
reward,
it.
then you kind of go on and you
Jeez,
get the
grumpy.
platinum and you kind of get
You'll
something else
understand
sort of on
one
there.
of these
But I
days.
think a lot of
I just
a lot
don't
of
want to
stars
give it
will be
words,
centered
not
around
yet.
its studio titles, you know, because I
I shouldn't
don't
have
know
to
for
say
like
this,
things like third
but
party
don't
stuff
fall in love
whether
with her.
they would need licensing, or what do we say here? Okay, too late. I feel like this is all affiliation, so I could say you're my type, Lulu, and she gets more affiliation points. Don't fall in love with her. I mean, it's the canon story, but in this situation, he
That's
would probably
fine,
just be like,
then.
all right, okay, I won't, but, you know. I feel like that just, it doesn't have any affiliation. Where have we gone? I feel like it's just...
I'm a
nope,
little...
load it again.
I wonder if Maester...
Ba-ba-ba-bam. Oh yeah, exactly,
For
it
a
is.
while there. I was a little worried about what was going to
Yeah.
happen, yeah?
The idea of specials themes for a platinum if a game is a good idea. Oh yeah, miss themes on the PS5. Yeah, I know the whole thing with themes in the PS5.
We leave as soon as
the
Yuna
thing,
returns.
the
I
thing with
trust
the way
you'll
the
be
PS5
ready.
is obviously designed, right, is when you go onto a game page, it brings up a whole, basically a theme, right? Brings up the thing that's on there. So every time you select a game, it kind of does that. But it would be nice, I would say in the future, they would probably do like some sort of patch add-on so you can choose to have like the dynamic theme that it is now. So when you select it, when you go onto a game, it displays that theme, right? Or you can have like a static theme where you just choose one game to have as a theme and you just go along and play it like a PS4 style theme, right? There might be an option maybe later where they add that in, because I think it's something that is quite sought after. A lot of people talk about it. Yeah, the custom icons, exactly. Yeah. And like the sound effects, right? I've got on my PS4, I've got a Final Fantasy VII Remake one, because of course I do, right? And you know, it's got that. Yeah. Oh, and folders. Yeah. Like on the PS4. Where am I going? Who have I got to talk to? Oh, is it Kimani inside here? Does he come out? Yeah, there he is. I feel like
Wado potions good.
Wado potions good.
Buy some before leaving.
Oh, thanks, Kimani. Thank you. I don't know why he says that. I have no idea. The Firewatch theme. Oh, nice. I need to.
We leave as soon as he.
We leave as soon as he's ready. Do I like try and leave? Like.
My.
Yes, that's
was
right.
the Lady Summoner
Try
not
and
with
leave.
you?
No,
Yeah.
she's at Seymour's place.
That's
we
Maester
go.
Seymour, or Lord Seymour.
Oh, mate,
Oh,
nice.
I'll be
Yeah, so what? Wait,
Sorry.
God, what other
That's
things
all
do you
right.
guys have at the moment? Then, like, what's your?
Oh,
do you still have your
Maester Seymour
PS4?
left
Like,
Guadasalam a short
I
while
remember
ago.
on the PS3.
You serious?
I believe he
Because
went
I
to the
had,
temple in
I don't know if it's
Macalania.
still a thing now, but I
Maester
used to have a
Seymour is also
custom
the high priest of that
background of
temple.
like an actual
Whoa,
photo.
I gotta tell the others.
I think you could do it on the PSP as well. I don't know if you could do it on the PS4, but I had a photo. And I just had that as my background. Yeah, and you could change the icons and things like that. They had custom things going on, so that was pretty cool. I had that
Lord
as well. That'd be
Gisco,
an interesting thing
please
to do. So
tell
you can
me,
kind of create
what can
your
I
own
do
ones.
to help?
But yeah, send out in the chat.
Yeah,
What else did
let's
you
go.
have as your themes over onto either PS3, PS4, Vita, PSP? You know. Right, we're finally going to be getting out of like Guadasalam. Like, this is so story heavy. Like, I've literally done nothing but just go from dialogue to dialogue to dialogue. So I appreciate everybody
They say Seymour
like
went to
going in. I'm
Macarena
sorry I'm not
Temple.
going through anything that's
Macalania
actually
Temple.
happening on screen at the moment. I
What I don't
apologise.
get is,
But
why would the Lord Maester head off
yeah.
without a peep to anyone?
Maybe he wasn't expecting
we're going to be
Yuna's
going
answer
into the
so
Thunder
soon.
Plains very soon.
Ah, that's probably it.
Yuna,
That's it.
what is it?
Oh, nothing.
You're a poor liar.
It's true, it's nothing. Come on, let's go.
Right, I think we're finally going to be going. Oh, nice. Oh, is that like a like an old school PlayStation logo? Is that right? Like the 20th anniversary? Is that like an old like original PlayStation stuff? Because that'd be cool. Right, here we go. I don't even know if Panda's still in the chat. I don't know if she's still here. She asked about like the spot. So I'm going to show it
Oh no,
on the stream.
here.
I'll do a separate video anyway for the trophy. But I will pop it on.
How are we supposed to cross that?
But if you're not
See
familiar
the
with
lightning
this,
rod
this is the
towers?
Thunder Plains. Ah, there you are,
lightning was
Panda.
drawn to them.
Excellent. Right, well we're finally here.
We head north.
So I'm
not
gonna
too near and
I'm gonna
not
show
too far
you
from the towers, yeah?
I'm gonna show you where this
Meaning
is.
we
so
should
you can
avoid
see.
wide open areas.
Oh, nice backstory. That's awesome. Yeah, based on the PS1 colour scheme
I
with
think I
the
forgot
grey.
something in Guadasalam.
Perfect.
Nice knowing
Does anybody have the newer
Okay,
PS1
I'll go.
style, like the rounded thing? Because it's quite small. Original PS1. We got a tutorial. We got this. Boom, boom, boom. Wonderful. When I'm running around, I get absolutely battered by the lightning. I get absolutely destroyed by it. So be prepared for me just to get absolutely hammered like with this while we're running around. That's it. So you see in the distance there the glowing stone. You'll find those around. You have to press square on them. To press square on them. And you have to get 3 of them, and it unlocks the Quacktar enemy. Oh no, the Flat Pierce one. Oh, okay. Yeah, they had like a few different models and things like that. Like, there's so many to go through. But, oh, I've not learned Notara yet. Might be able to soon, actually. Oh no. Alright, get rid of you. I have to give him my poor unleveled characters at the moment as well, because I'm just rinsing through the story. 200? I don't know if I'm gonna just. We're gonna try and get some SP for the characters, so we're gonna utilize this. Riku, and then Kimari. We might hit Kimari here. Yes, there we go. There we go. His agility's up there, but we can just about hit them. Nice. Cool. Okay, so we've got a save point up. It's a good idea, actually. Good idea. We've done all that story, so if something happens, I'll probably just end the stream. I'm not doing it again. There we go. We're back. Right. It is down this side. I don't know if that stone's going to do that. I'm not going to bother with it. I'll do a quick steal. There we go. Kimari. Ooh, let's go. You. And then take care of you, if it will. Probably not. I need to build him up a little bit. I'll have to have a look and see if I've got anything decent to use.
Got you covered.
Not going to do anything. Right, take care of that. You know, boom, and then finish up, really. Although again, I need to get Watara really, because I don't think we're going to take it out. No. We'll get an extra turn in. In there. Ouch. Need to make sure I can learn Watara. I'll have to have a double check. Get myself some sphere levels. Lulu's got one, so we'll see if we can learn that, because it's going to be incredibly handy if we can. There we go. Perfect. I don't like to do too much of this on stream, like just because, but because we really need Watara to take care of these enemies. I'm just going to put one. But I will just look at where's Wakka. Need some strength, so we've got some, which is good. We need to do that. Let's give him some strength. I love that menu sound. It's so 90s. Technically, this is 2000s, but yeah, 2002. Yeah, it's 20 years old. 20 years old, this game. I just love it so much. It's such a great game. Such a great game. So over here. Over here. Oh, this is why you need to get no encounters when you're traveling around it. 'Cause it's so frustrating.
I'll be right back.
Just gonna run. Just gonna run a code. Just take it out. Should be able to go over to this. And you do this. And there's two others, but they only glow at certain points. So as you're running over to them, they might actually stop glowing, which is so irritating. So this is why you really need to have like no encounters. I'm so rubbish at doing the thing. Oh, it's where Shalinda is. Oh, got the characters like really done. So, okay, probably going to end up with getting some. The good thing about these, you get some serious
I hate needles.
AP. SP. It's SP. Serious SP, like doing these. You have to get them quick, otherwise yeah, they run away. Might not be able to get all the characters, might have to do this. I'll take these out. Get rid of him. He's got a higher attack ability, so... Lulu, Actor Riku, let's take you out. Tidus. Oh. Did I have you now? I think so. Kimari. Wacko. Let's finish up this fight.
Called? Booyah!
Just you know, we got enough attack power now to kind of take them out, so that's decent enough. I'll take them. Oh, right, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Right, Shalinda's here. If you want to have a chat, so Panda, this is the area that you need. So this bit here. So you have this area here, and you have this. When you hit this, this is why you need no encounters. So annoying when you've got it. So annoying. I'm gonna run because I just can't be bothered with some of these. Right, flame.
I'll be right back.
As soon as you touch this little hole, it triggers a thing. The problem with getting encounters though is that it resets RNG and it just becomes a little bit more unpredictable when it hits. But here, yeah, reset the RNG, so I have to go back out. Oh, yeah. So as soon as you hit it, lightning strikes. Oh, you get the idea. But if you have no encounters, it does work. It does work, but don't do it with it. It's not going to work. You actually really need to have the no encounter to really kind of do the whole lightning bolt dodging. Because like you saw, it resets. So I'll go in there now, and it may or may not trigger a lightning strike. So yeah, that's the location that you need. And yeah, get no encounters. It will take you about 10-15 minutes. And I was just, I had a little bit of paper. And every time I did 10, I'd do a cross. Do 10, do another cross, yeah? Do 10, do a cross. And you obviously have 20 to kind of get through for the 200. By enemies.
I'll be right back.
Gonna go. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Cool. Oh! I reset the RNG. Nice. So yeah, it really mucks it up. But yeah, that's essentially what I
won't
did.
go so easy on you next time.
Just did that 200 times, and it did work for me. Let's just try one more time. Should we go back? Boom. Yeah. So you get the idea. You get the idea. All right. So yeah, essentially what you just have to try and do. I'm gonna get some lights on. Oh wait. There we go. It's getting a bit dark in here now. let's just do this one. We'll do this fight. We'll do this fight. Ba-ba-ba-bam. We'll do this one. Let's take one of these out. We've got Mortara now, which is perfect.
Go with the flow.
Take that out. Hold on.
I foresee no difficulty.
Take him out. Kimani. We need to do. Oh no, it's Riku.
You called?
Riku. We're still there. So, and then we need Luna back. Her speed is actually pretty slow. Her and Auron are so slow in getting turns. They are key people to get sort of haste pumped onto them so they get some more turns, more regular turns. It's really irritating that they... Hey, we dodged it! Woo! There we go. Some of these locations, like the treasure chests and things like that,
Please
I'm
don't
just
make
not
it
bothering
rumble.
to go and get them. It's... Oh no, it's petrification. I'm actually gonna run, I think, for this one. I'm not gonna do loads of fights. There's a section quite
I'll be
later
right
on
back.
which is actually really good for grinding because you get Iron Giants and they give you really good like SP boost, about 1000 SP like per fight. So they give you some really good levels up. So I'm kind of concentrating on those because they are better fights to do. Right. Tidus.
Live and let live.
We're going to trigger the next story cutscene because of course we are. We've got more to do. So we're going to trigger this here.
Whoa!
Riku doesn't like lightning.
Whoa,
She tells the
that was
story
a close
later.
one.
But I don't
Stop
like the way
kidding
that
around.
Wacker is like,
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
joking around with this because it seriously is a dangerous place like to kind of go to.
What's wrong?
But like this is creepy as hell. So creepy.
You're giving me the creeps.
Oh dear. She just goes on the floor. Ooh.
Hey, whoa!
I want to go home. I hate lightning. I hate thunder. Let's go rest over there. Please.
This storm never stops. Better to cross quickly.
I know, but just for a little while.
Well, what now?
She's hoping that it's going to stop. But it's
Pretty
underplayed.
please.
I mean, I feel like I can just go inside. Like, we have to anyway. But
Do
this
you
is
have
another
a room
story
available?
section. We get a little bit here
Lady
with
Summoner.
Yuna.
Yes. Thank you.
And she's got a sphere
Yuna?
that was dropped by
It's not like her.
a character we saw from the far plane. A little bit earlier on in the story. Dropped it. So we're gonna go check that out, I think. Yeah.
What?
And essentially, Yuna decides to do something probably a bit silly, really, in all honesty. She tries to stop Seymour by herself. That's her plan anyway.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oi!
Yes?
Like, you'd be
Ow.
livid, wouldn't you? Like, if you were, you know, Lady Summoner,
Yeah,
like, trying
well,
to have some privacy, and
Well,
your guardian just bursts through
it's
the
nothing
door.
really. I just,
Chuck him out. man.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I want to thank everybody
I
again, like,
shouldn't
for
have,
joining us on the stream
come in.
tonight. It's been really awesome having all of you on to chat to tonight.
Hey,
Really, really great stuff.
wasn't that?
Hope everybody's got some nice
Just
plans for
Go
the weekend
Guile
as
guy?
well. You know, I hope everybody is, you know, got some nice things lined up for yourself.
The sphere is his will. It says,
I think I'm
take
gonna
care of
take my
my
daughter
son.
bike riding tomorrow. I think that's our plan.
Oh.
I think that's our plan. Yeah. Yeah, Maxie making
His
your
son,
debut
Seymour?
like up onto the stream today as well. Absolutely.
Well, I know one way to take care of him.
That's it.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Yeah, is this your game that's like a 1,000-hour trophy?
What do you think you're up to?
You're kind of still making your way through.
Yuna was acting
Like, my
funny.
goodness, like that's some serious dedication.
Tell us when she's
Like,
ready.
you've got to grind a lot in this
You're
game. This platinum's about 120 hours, like to get. There's a big grind at the end. Oh, nice, Richard. Heading to Manchester for a party and then recovering on Sunday. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Maxine. It's gonna take a while for you to get through that one. I'd say that's like a year project. Like just do it in bits. Just, you know, take your time, play other games, do some bits and pieces there.
It's not stopping.
Don't tell me you were hoping it would.
She was hoping it was going to stop. I feel like we
Fine.
get Rin
Stay here.
at this point.
All right
sure-
already.
I'm sure Rin
But
comes.
you didn't have to say it like
in
that, you
here
know.
and
You could
gives
be more
us-
comforting or
There's
something.
The
know,
Albed
try
Primer
to
is
cheer me
here,
up.
and I'm pretty sure it gets given
You just
to
don't
you.
get me at all, do you?
Hey,
are you
okay. Started last May. 36% done. I was thinking, okay, you're making
not
some good
scared.
progress there. And then you said about like being over a year ago.
Scared, you hear?
My goodness. You will very much get a huge round of applause. I'm fairly certain you get an Albed Primer inside that place. I am fairly sure that you do. If it's not here, like, don't read that. Yeah. I'm fairly certain you get a copy of like an Albed Primer here, whether it's just on the floor or something along those lines. I figured Rin gave you one, but maybe I'm mistaken. Or is it out here? No, it's out here, isn't it? Yellow shield. No, that's what's there. Yellow shield. I'm gonna give Riku some more HP actually. I need to give her some more HP. Because she is drastically underleveled. We need to boost her up a little bit. So we'll just do that quickly. Yeah, sorry, I don't like to do too much of this while we're streaming, but like if a character's struggling, then I'm just gonna do it. The rest of you should be fine for now to get ourselves through here. But it just gives Riku a bit more HP just to play around with. So that's going to benefit us a little bit. And we've just got ourselves a yellow shield, which is very good. I don't think we've got some ward. I haven't got anything here. Okay, science ward. Water. Ooh. Lightning ward. Nothing for him. Nope. Nope. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So, we'll carry on. We're going to head our way over. Oh, there's another one there. I'm not. See, it does stop. You go over towards those sort of Quacktar
Focus.
areas. Get taken off. That's it. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Right. Start taking these down. So up the top here, where that safe spot is, it's a really good grind spot. Really, really good. It's a fantastically good and quick way to be able to kind of get yourself really good level grinding, particularly at this stage in the game. Obviously not later on, but at this stage, it's a really nice way to kind of get yourself a little bit higher before you move on. You can come back to it, which is probably what I'm going to do. Based around the time, we're making good progress through this area. So here's a little tip for these guys actually. If you want to kind of just have an easy ride, just silence them and then they can't attack you at all. So they actually don't even do anything, they just sit there. It's great, it's very fun. You can just bully these a little bit. Although I feel like we're going to pretty quickly. But literally, nothing happens. Let's get TD.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Okay. Head all the way up. I mean, we've just gone through a whole bunch of like story stuff, so I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna try and take you out. Just because it's probably going to confuse them to people. There. Okay, we'll Yuna, and then we'll get rid of your ailment here with some Izuna. Get rid of confusion. Up. Bam, bam. Oh, goodness me. Right. Oh, it's still like not giving me a turn with Wacko to take. I'll try with Kimali. No. Don't confuse someone. Please don't. Okay, good. Right. Let's get rid of you, actually. We'll get rid of... You're more dangerous. Get rid of you. And we'll get rid of you. Hopefully it doesn't cast Thunder on... Right, right, who hasn't had a turn yet? Riku, I think. Still. Go around. Who does what we can do? And we'll finish up with Lulu. Get that done. Wonderful. There we go. Awesome. Just didn't fall in the right place for me. Right, keep travelling upwards. Right, so these are obviously very dangerous. Ideally you need to get yourself Armor Break as well, I believe, but Power Break sorts out their attack power. Good thing to try and do is obviously haste some strong characters. They are weak to water as well. Oh no, they're just... Don't put... No, they're fine. You just don't cast lightning on them. Anything else is fine. Gives them a decent thing. But it takes their attack down quite substantially, which is good. We'll keep alright here. Because he breaks through their defences, so... I'm going to cure with you. But these guys give some really decent like SP, particularly if they get a... There's one where you get like an Iron Giant and like 2 flying enemies, and it's really nice.
Enough.
And it really gives you loads of SP on there. I missed a few characters out, but yeah, you get a nice good chunk. Nice good chunk. It's great. Let's heal up. It's always good to heal up with the cure because we're going to restore our MP in a second. When we get to health. I'm actually going to run from this just so I can get to it. quicker. Flee. Right. Let's save it here. So this save point here, I'm pretty sure you can still hear me, hopefully. I'll just wait just in case. Cool. So this area here is a fantastic grind spot. You can just literally run around here. You won't get any lightning strikes because you're around this. And this is the one that you want. This is the one that is going to get you the best SP grind. So essentially, let's see if I can get rid of it with this. I don't know if we will. No. Just doesn't have the agility to be able to hit them. But we need to power break so we can kind of take down the damage again. So make sure you use that tactic. And let's haste Auron. Attacks again with him. No, we're going to get rid of that. Keep Auron attacking. We're going to bring in some other characters. Riku. We can steal, I believe that is a lunar curtain? Light curtains. That help with getting sort of protection. Okay, so Muddy. That. I don't think I did anything with Yuna. So defend. And we're going to bring Auron in again. And we need Luke as well, which may very well end this fight, which I think it will. That's it. And if you power this up actually enough, because it has got some resistance to magic, so yeah, get 1000 AP, or AP, yeah, sorry. AP. To get. So, really, really nice way. You normally get like a level up-ish, like every time you do it. So, you get some really nice like levels up on there. So, we're going to continue on. I'm not going to spend too much time here. I'm probably going to come back to grind later. For time, we may get through the Macalania. We may end up stopping at the Sphere Morph boss fight. It's probably where we're going to end up. Do this, can just leg it. I want to get ourselves out of here a little bit. I might do a couple of fights on the way. I believe we're going to get another bit. Oh, thank you very much, Richard, for coming in. Yeah, definitely, my man. I might try and jump on the Discord gameplay, perhaps maybe Sunday, because I think we're meeting up to do some Assassin's Creed 4, I think. Here? The Pad members.
We're almost out of here.
So if you're joining in, Richard, I might be able to catch you there, mate. But have a wonderful time this weekend, bud. Alright? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I don't know what that says, but there you go. There you go. We've got a little bit more story through here. We're almost out.
Somehow, my bad feelings
no worries, my
always
man. No
come
worries,
true.
my man. You have a good time, bud.
I've decided to marry.
This is where Yuna has made a decision. She's decided to marry. So,
but why?
Her whole
Why'd
thing
you
at the
change your
moment
mind?
here, if you're not very aware of the story,
For Spear's future.
is
And
Lord
Yevon's
Driscoll,
unity.
who she saw in the far playing game of the Sphere,
the best thing to do.
is Seymour's
That's
father.
not good enough.
And
Wait,
Driscoll
is it?
has essentially
Is it
said,
because of Lord
whoever
Driscoll?
finds this, stop my son.
Hey, that's
Take
fair.
care of him. And this is what Yuna is planning
Show
on
me.
doing, is using the wedding
can't.
as a facade
I must
to
speak to Maester Seymour first.
try and
I truly am sorry, but
I
this
suppose
is-
try and reconcile with
personal
Seymour
matter.
maybe. I don't know.
You're kidding, huh?
But then again, like the
As you
whole
wish.
story thing is like
I'm
he's not
sorry.
Just one
dead
thing.
yet. Maybe
I
I'm reading
won't
too
quit
much
my
into the story.
pilgrimage.
Yeah, maybe she's legitimately trying
Then it
to
is Fine.
trying to marry him for the sake of getting
Wait a minute,
wedding
Oren.
on.
You don't care?
People.
I mean, you're not gonna stop her?
No, I'm not.
To give them sort of
as long as she is
peace.
willing to
Yeah,
face
as long
sin,
as she faces sin,
all else is her concern.
she's allowed to do
That
what
is
she
a
wants.
summoner's privilege, as long as she journeys.
It's a summoner's privilege. Summoner's privilege.
But that's...
There we go. Oh wow! Thank you so much, everybody, for checking
Luna,
out the stream
just
today.
one question.
Again, if you're just if you're jumping in,
Can't
if
you
you
just
haven't
talk to
already,
Maester Seymour?
I'd love a little thumbs up on there. It's really really
got to
helpful.
marry
If you
him?
haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Like pop yourself on there.
But
We've got great
I think it
content
is the
over
right
on here.
thing to do.
You better check us live streaming every week as well,
Okay, I guess.
and you get yourself notified with all that good stuff.
Uni.
Right, we've got a little bit of story, and then we're going to continue on, and we are going to be heading into the Macalania Woods. Hey!
could help
How are you
somehow.
doing, Frank, my man?
Some way.
It's been a long time. It's going well, my man. It's going
okay.
well. Well, I say well. I've
I'll
had
be
technical
fine.
issues. I've had trouble with my capture
She says
card
I'm
with
sorry.
OBS.
He says
and
it's fine.
I've had lack of audio. You're a
She's
tech
willing
guy, so
to
you might better
face
help
sin.
me out.
She's privileged.
But yeah, I've been lacking on the audio,
didn't
so I've had to go
understand.
to an old setup.
But somehow I felt like I didn't
Stream's
belong.
holding up,
But if I didn't belong with
which I hope the
them,
quality's okay
I'd
for
be
everyone.
stuck in
I
Spira,
hope it's going okay.
alone.
Oh,
And
thank
being
you very
alone
much,
in that
Maxine.
place,
That's
well,
awesome. Thank you for
I didn't
subscribing.
want to think about it.
That's brilliant. But
Next,
nah,
we're
man,
going to
I mean,
Macalania Temple.
how's it all going, Frank? Have you
can talk
moved?
with Seymour there.
Because I haven't seen
We
you like
Guardians
for a
will
long
wait
time.
until they're done and plan our next move. Understood.
Right, we are. Yeah, there we go. Finished that part. I think there's a treasure chest that I might pick up. I think it's just around the other side of this. But yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy X today. A classic. A classic. Right. Oh, PTR, Platinum. So this Platinum's about 120 hours. About 120 hours. If you know the story and you know what you're doing, the main game is probably about 30 to 40 hours just to do the main story. The rest of it, it's basically a grind, and then some boss battle, some bosses at the end. So the grind itself is about 80 hours of leveling up. So it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of mini games as well to get a lot of the like the ultimate weapons like in it. So this is one of the more longer platinums as a Final Fantasy goes, because I'll show you what you have to do. The longest part, what you have to do. I'm just going to take this out. I can't be bothered to kind of get everyone in. I'm just going to end this fight. So the longest thing that you have to do is go onto the sphere grid. So on the sphere grid here, if I go on here, you have to fill this entire grid. You have to fill every single node. So you have to go around the board with every single character to go into it, right? This is where we are at the moment. This is the part of the game that we're doing. We've literally just done this, right? And now the problem that you've got is you've got these empty nodes. Now, you have to fill these nodes with like extra spheres. So you have to like get these. You don't get many in the story. You have to grind them later. You get a monster arena. And in the monster arena, there's monsters that you can kind of get that they're really tough to beat, but once you kind of leveled up enough, you can take them down pretty easily. And they drop like these sort of spheres, like strength spheres or magic spheres or health spheres that boost your stats. You have to go around and fill in all the empty nodes so that everything's full, and then you have to clear the board with every single character. I have 3 characters left to do in order to essentially get that trophy. And it's a gold. It's a gold trophy. So yeah, it's a crazy amount of grinding to do, even with like tactics and, you know, fast ways of doing it. It is long, really, really long. So I've been, that should be a platinum in itself. It absolutely should. I think the expert grid is slightly smaller. There's 2 grids that you can do, because the expert grid was introduced in the European version. I don't know if the stateside had it. They may have done. But in the Japanese version, they only had the standard. And then, because this is the PS4 HD remaster, they have all the extra bits from the international version, or our version of the game, put into it. So you've got that extra sphere grid, which I think is slightly smaller. Which, in hindsight, I probably should have just done that. Oh my god, it doesn't even have a platinum! Oh my goodness. That is some extra level of commitment that I just don't know if I could do it without not having a platinum. Oh man. That is something else. No. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I have to get that. Yeah, so this has been something that I've been gaming for most of this year. This is actually the second playthrough that I've done this year, because PTR, what I've done is I actually have, if I get to another save sphere, which I will do, you'll see I've got 2 save files. I have one save file that's kind of in the future in terms of like timeline in the game, with the sphere grid and all the ultimate weapons all kind of done, bar a little bit of the sphere grid. I'm just working my way through that with like 3 characters at the moment. I've done it with 4. We're going to do this, I think, actually. Because haste up. No, that is just, you're determined, and I really commend you like for doing that. That is next level of like commitment. It's amazing. It's really, really awesome. Right, we're gonna power break to take this guy's attack power down. So we're gonna do that. Oof. Can we get it? Can we get it? Yeah, there we go. We got it. I might see if we can dark attack. The dark attack adds blind, but it won't. Let's get money in. Let's do that. We'll get the other characters in so they can reap the rewards. So in order to get maximize like your AP, like when you're doing these battles, you need to make sure that all the characters do at least one action, and then they get the SP or AP boost, sorry. So let's get it on there. So, Lulu, let's bring you in. Let's do that. Warm in here again. Whew. I have to have the windows closed because obviously traffic noise. I'm going to use Kimari, I think, for this. Because at least he gets a few hundred. There we go, taking him out.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Right. Ooh. See, look at all that points, all those numbers. Love it. There we go. Woo. Hey. I was actually trying to open the chest up by pressing X or cross. And I just ended up dodging the lightning bolt. Right, let's see if we can make it. I just want out. I just want out now. let's skip this battle. Let's flee. Boom. I'll get the coward thing before long. Right, here we go. Right, we're in the next area now. So, this is the Marcalania Woods that we're now making our way into. Really nice little area. I love the theme tune to this. Really lovely little theme music to it. I'm so getting copyright striked for the music that's in this game. I'm so getting copyright striked. Whenever I do the streams on directly from the PlayStation, which is what I've had to do tonight, it's been horrendous. It's been horrendous. It doesn't like it. YouTube just kind of flags up all the time.
You're worried about Yuna.
Of course I'm worried about her. What is she thinking?
The simplest answer would be, in exchange for agreeing to marry him,
yeah,
she hopes to negotiate with Seymour.
She hopes to negotiate with Seymour. So
Negotiate
Oren's
what?
onto it very quickly.
wonder.
I'm pretty sure that's how the story is. It's like Yuna
What?
has some
All
sort of
by
like
herself?
plan, like to take her out. Mr. Dad.
She's strong, but Seymour is the
People
better
call me Papa
negotiator.
Platt. That seems to be my
Well, then, why don't we do something?
my Discord kind of
Yuna
alias.
wants it this
But
way.
no, thank you very much for joining us, my man. It's been an absolute pleasure
I just
having
don't
you
get
coming
it.
in. We'll
Doesn't she
definitely,
trust
hopefully, be
us?
seeing more of you in the future. Everybody do
contrary,
go and check out
She doesn't want us
PTR's
caught up in whatever it is she's
channel.
planning.
It's got great reviews on there with platinum
Yeah,
trophies.
that's what I
So
thought.
if you're interested, it's a really
But that
fantastic
makes me
place to
worry
go
even
to.
more.
Enjoy the rest of your holiday, my man. All
She
right.
could just tell us.
And we'll definitely catch up again soon
That's
on
the
another
way she
stream,
is.
mate. All right.
She's
Take care of
naive,
yourself, mate.
serious to a fault, and doesn't ask for help.
Right. So yeah, we're having a conversation
probably
with
right.
Oren right now. So I like
Yuna's
the
easy
fact
to
that he
read.
sort of pulled him aside and to have this sort of
Yeah, she
private
is.
chat. You know, it's essentially
But
guard
hard
her.
to guard.
Yeah.
Stand by her.
You know,
Always.
stand by her because she's obviously got something planned, like for Seymour. But yeah.
Slowpokes!
Sorry.
folks.
It's funny how calm I was. Maybe it was because I'd realized that Yuna wasn't marrying Seymour for love. Not really.
Yeah,
It was just her
there's
duty.
The relationship
Something she
between
had to
these
do
two
before returning to her
is,
pilgrimage.
that
That's what I kept telling myself.
I think it's a
anyway.
really good,
And well,
a really
maybe,
good love story that they actually.
I realized
tell
that
between these
Yuna
two.
and I'd never,
like,
Yuna,
there's
let's
a lot
go.
of like things between them. Like they both have these secrets that they can't yet tell, and then when they really open up, they kind of share these things about with each other. And there's a lot of similarities between the two of them, particularly like their relationships with their parents and stuff. It's wonderful to see how things blossom like between them. Right, let's save it. So yeah, I mean PTR's probably gone by now, but there's my other save, just in case he was interested. So there's my other save with my. Oh, you got these guys here. You can obviously chat to them. There's actually meant to be a Albert Primer there. I believe there's an Albert Primer here somewhere. But we've got to continue on. We've got to make our way up through this area. It's a treasure chest here, actually. Sleepy Casey. That's a. So, some really lovely enemies here. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Okay, what are we going to do? I think I'm going to take...
You place too much
Well, I
trust
don't
in your
know
magic.
if he's immune to it. This enemy's quite powerful. It's quite strong. It's got some really kind of like high.
Don't look so
attacks.
shocked.
And a real mixture of attacks as well. It's got magic and physical. Like it's really. That's why I've taken the magic down. Just to do that. I can get. Ooh, yeah, I can get apple breath in here, can't I? Ooh. go. Get out of breath. So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the game, you'll be able to get some enemy skills by using the Lancet ability from Kimani. So he's the only person that can do that. It's all to do with his sort of special that he has. Right, let's get the rest of these team members in. And may be able to... Again, it might be immune to these. Oh, he isn't, but it didn't... Oh no, it has! So it's got problems with darkness now, so that's good. That's good. That's good. So we'll do a few fights, because I'm going to run from some of these. I'm not going to do all of them. So we'll see how we go. But, because I want to get to the next save. Hoping, like, in the next... It's got some HP on this game, isn't it? Right. Even after a critical with aura.
Take that.
It's got to be... Yeah, knew it had to be, like, low on health. Right. You got some AP from it, though. So it is a good enemy to take down if you can. But I am going to try and get through these woods and get to the next save, because I think that's where I'm going to end the stream, is at the next save file. So we'll make our way through the woods here. There's three screens to get through. There's no chest there. There's a few hidden chests sort of in various bits and pieces. So, I'm going to...
Miss me?
We'll
I won't go so easy on you next time.
I think I might take down if the AP's sort of worth it. I'll probably like stick with it. There we go. Oh, there's another chest there, hidden. Yeah, so a few of them are a little bit out of place. You don't really notice them unless you know that they're there.
Live and let live.
Again. There we go. That's it. We get another cutscene round here at some point. I believe it's on this one, unless it's on the next screen. Right, get it. So, right, let's haste up Auron here. Give him some more attacks. We will do some magic break and hopefully some power. Do that. Hopefully it won't attack Lulu. Otherwise she might actually die. Keeps attacking it with Right, let's bring in the other people here. We'll get them AP up. Take you out. Let's see if we can dark attack it, just so we can get a little bit of protection. How did we get it? Oh, we have. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see, but it is on there. Yes, there we go. It's the added benefit of getting darkness put on. Helps to avoid some devastating attacks. Particularly as you're kind of going through areas you don't want yet. You don't want your HP to get too low. So let's bring Auron back in again.
I foresee no difficulty.
Okay. We're going to bring Lulu back in so we can kind of get a big magic attack in. Should be enough, I think. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. That's enough. Wonderful stuff. Oh, we've got some levels that we're gonna check out. Ah, there we go. Here's the same. Here's the same. So this is all about another sort of subplot of missing summoners.
Donna? Can't say
and
I
now
have.
Donna is now missing.
What's up?
We've had Donna like coming up as a sort of a side character.
On the way here.
She kind of goes with you along to the story.
Calm down.
But she's now missing.
If anything happens to her,
Running around in a panic is not
It's
going
weird,
to
like how they're disappearing and like the Guardians just have no idea that it happens. And yet when it happens to us, because
guard your emotions, then guard your summon.
Al Bhed, sort of, they tried to kidnap Yuna in like broad daylight in front of everybody, and it's quite clear that they were trying to take her.
Shall we search?
And the fact that they don't put two and two together, like, oh, missing summoners, they try and take ours, yours is missing. I'd be like, I would go and check out the Al Bhed. It's probably where they are. Like, go and see if you can find her. But you know.
Oh, I just wanted to wish him good luck.
Because even Riku doesn't say anything because she wants to. She knows. Like, she knows where they are and the fact that they've been taken them. But that revelation is for another time. Right. I'm going to skip this one, I think. I want to cure up Lulu before I say
miss me?
I won't go so easy on you next time. Just we can get into the next screen. I'll heal up. I'll heal up. As we can kind of be ready for a bit more battles. This sets up a new mini game, I believe. Again, I would do this later. I don't know if Panda's still here. This is another mini game. Again, you're going to want no encounters. I will do, again, I'll do a video on this one about the route, but I'll tell you who's really good for this sort of stuff is Fuzzfinger Gaming. I'm sort of good friends with Fuzzfinger. He's got great stuff on his channel. He has like his videos up to get a lot of his mini game stuff out. So really good idea. Like, you can always like check out the routes. I recommend like going to go see him. So this is the last screen that we need to get through before we get to the next save. So I don't know if I'm going to do the boss fight. Maybe we'll end the stream on the boss fight. There's not very many of you here on the stream at the moment. So make a decision when we get there. What do you guys think? Should we take down the boss? There's a couple of you, I think, that are still here. I am not strong enough to take this down. Oh, I'm not strong enough. I think he might will be. There we go. Perfect.
Thinking isn't solving anything.
There we go. Up here, around. Don't think we've got. Oh yeah, there is a treasure chest here. That's it. I'm gonna get out of this battle, I think.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Right. I'm gonna head round this way. One last little bit to get through into.
I'll be right back.
And I'm actually going to end the stream. So I don't know if you notice. My daughter has woken up. So I'm going to save it here. We'll kick off next week with this boss fight. So I'm gonna go and be dad now. Okay. So have a nice weekend, everybody. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Get yourself involved in there. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in, having some great chat on here today. Really appreciate it. I'll be chatting over into the Plat Pals, so you can go and check us out over there. But goodbye, everybody. Have a nice weekend. And I will see you all real soon. Alright? Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.